Hey, yo. Welcome to another edition of Monday Madness, brought to you by some of the following people.
Author Cindy Kep is writing on the edge. Books include Remnant in the Stars, The Loudest Actions, Lines of Succession, Mindstorm, Condemned Courier, the Yerushalayim series, and Animal Eye. Find author Cindy Kep at CKOEPP.com today.
When they mined an area, they put down yellow tape right across that line, say. And if you walked on the wrong side of that yellow tape, you blew up.
Strange Tales 136. I remember it very clearly, and that was my first exposure to Kirby. And I wanted to show it to people.
You got a banner you want to put up above the madness? All you got to do is send it to me. Just add comic related to madness to your promo card. Send it to me, and I'll put it as a header of the comic related madness or over there on my Twitter page. Anywhere, whatever. You know what's up.
The city of prosperity. Riches for some, but for the masses, scraping by is all they can do. Meet Bitna. It's a rough life with an even harder reality. Living in the roughest part of town, it looks impossible to make it big. But maybe she will find it in a simple dress. The Radiant Sight, a new romance story by Martin Fisher, now on Indiegogo.
And you all know what's going on this weekend. We got the Madness Black Friday art auction. We got CromCon 19, baby. It's going to be an awesome weekend. What do you think, Rich? Are you looking forward to this weekend, bro?
No. I am not.
My deadpan guest has arrived.
I have arrived.
Co-host, that is. My deadpan co-host. What's happening?
Yeah, man, nothing special. I'm already ready. Yeah, I got a show. I live in the UK. For anybody who doesn't know me, which is kind of hard to do. I have to go to Reading in the United Kingdom for the 20th, the same days as CromCon.
Mm-hmm.
And nice little 2-day show. I've never been to Reading before. It's a thing, but I'm gonna try, if I remember, which I hope I will, to give you a live broadcast.
Yes,
for at least a little bit. I mean, if we schedule a time, we could do that, so that won't be an issue. Here.
Well, I mean, when you don't have a bunch of people at your table, then you just like hit the phone and you pop in. Hey, Pops, can I get up in here for a minute? Show everybody what's going on. I'll be like, sure, come on. You know how we do it.
Beer.
So, the Richness.
Yeah, that's me.
Right.
And it's Pops Van Zandt right over there. I have to get the orientation correct on this effed up camera or whatever the hell it is.
We are here to bring you another one of these Monday Madness episodes, and this one's pretty live. We got some awesome guests.
Yes, we do.
I just want to dive right in, man, because I talked to Dutch a week or two ago already, and I know that you probably have some questions about this particular campaign.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Me? I don't have any questions on this thing.
None at all, Rich?
No, I'll probably find about 100 of them. All right. Well,
thank you for having me on, Pops.
Hey, you bet, man.
Dutch, thanks for coming on, dude. Really. I'm looking at your stuff, and between you and me, I'm definitely partial to this because the book that I have is based on, a sorceress and stuff like that. And you employed skateboarding.
Yep.
Can I ask you if you were an avid skateboarder?
I was not. No, I have two left legs. So. Now, the reason why she's got a skateboard, like I said, the last interview with Pops is that the pitch was the Silver Surfer meets the Dark Tower, and manga inspired. So that's it. Basically, we find out more about what goes on between her powers, etc., as the books go along. But she just rides on it, and we kind of cover that in the first issue a little bit. But definitely goes. I'm already 5 issues in. So you find out more about it. So yeah, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Let's
you already hit that goal too, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I was within 72 hours. I'm awestruck at it. I'm appreciate all the people that helped me with that. So
okay, it looks really good. It looks really good. And you have 3 days to go. I should be able to contribute. I'll be able to back.
Yeah, my so the image we have here, this is actually a poster. So this is something I'll have for when I start the next campaign. So you're just sketching a little tidbit with Amiya, who's the main character here, and then there's and the 2 additional characters that we follow along with the first 5 issues. Actually, as it goes on, because as I've explained before, I'm doing a little bit of a huge arc on this. So I have the beginning, middle, end already planned out, and so I just want to so one of those, actually, we were talking, Pops, I'm probably going to do a crossover with Krista Crawford and her characters.
There you go. See?
That'll be fun.
My influence is mighty. No.
Yeah, that was actually, we started talking about them, like, because one of the things in my comic is mana is your life force. So reason why everybody can do magic pretty much, right. But it's tied to your mana. So the more you do, the more your life force is lessened, except for those few that are gifted, of course, and whatever. So I'm not going to ruin too much there, but one way of enhancing your mana is by using talismans. And with Krista, they have got talismans in that. So it just kind of seemed the 2 went together. So
right.
So we're going to do a crossover like that and figure out the story right now. And so she'll do her book illustrating both characters. I'll do the same. And so we're looking forward to that. Probably going to be about maybe issue 11, 12 or so here of my series.
All right. So
I'm go ahead. I'm sorry. You first.
I was going to say, we want to play the trailer real fast and then we'll have some insight to our questions. We can do that real quick.
Yeah.
I have to mute me. I like
Yeah.
that big logo. We just pause it right there. How's that? Right.
Yeah, that was partly designed by somebody I found on Fiverr, and then I just tweaked it a bit more. So I have a little skateboarding wheels in the side, at the bottom there, and up just some of the glow to it. So
I like it.
thank you.
All right. So
Yeah. So this is a comic that it's been around for a while actually, and I've had everybody just kept telling me. Shelby Robertson, as I mentioned before in the last interview, has been pushing me to get it just done, as well as Krista and her husband Steven. So eventually I just just did this campaign, and like I said, I'm very happy with everybody who's backed. Not just my mom. But I have fans out there too. People here in Arizona that actually come to my table whenever I have in the Southwest here. They'll always come and visit and buy my artwork, etc. So the community's been helping. The indie community's been helping a lot too. So I really, really appreciate that.
Well, you are in a good little hotbed, and the Phoenix Valley is a good little area for some pretty awesome people. So you are in a good spot. There's no doubt. You got Polito, you got that whole, man, Kara. There's so many people out there. It's a good spot to be for sure.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I never imagined this happening when I came from Minnesota. So being a Minnesotan, as you mentioned, is
you want to hear some funny shit, Rich? This
yes, I do.
This man was born in Minneapolis, like I was.
Yeah.
This man moved to Arizona, like I did.
Okay.
And who knows? In 8 years, I might be in Michigan there, right up there.
What the fuck, you stalking him? I mean, what is that, man?
It must be Kismet. We're playing a game of checkers here.
Kismet. Wow. All right.
Brianna. Hi, Brianna. How you doing?
Brianna.
Hello, Brianna.
How are you doing?
I'm frozen for some reason. My screen's frozen. Fuck it. It'll catch
You're
up.
moving here. So
You're moving here.
All right. That's good. All right. So I was going to pick my nose so no one sees it.
Thought you were gonna put on some more eyeliner there. So
I was gonna do the eyeliner. Yeah, I was doing the eyeliner.
Yeah.
Next time I'm gonna do that with pink or black. What do you think?
Yeah, last time we did ladies night,
purple.
Rich is like, send me
Purple.
the link. I
Yes,
said,
I'll do
put
that,
the makeup
definitely.
on. He did.
I did. And I stuffed my bra and I got some big titties and stuff like that.
The
man.
80s is coming back. The 80s is coming back. Everybody's wearing high-waisted jeans again. So
I know. I'm gonna be like that guy on Frank. What was that? What's that group? Spin me round, baby. Like, what was the name of that group? Who was that guy? Who was that dude?
Oh,
it wasn't The Cure. I know that.
No, that's not The Cure. The Cure would be depressing.
Yeah, they would be like, oh, you spin me round and I get dizzy. I fall off a cliff and I die. So.
I'm trying to. Now I'm going to think about that the entire time. My ADHD brain is just now tangenting off to multiple directions. So
poor man.
Yeah.
The question I wanted to ask you, it pertains to your your future team up with Krista, correct?
Mm-hmm.
If I may ask. Now, what she does as far as her book is concerned, forgive me, I haven't really seen it as of yet. It deals with a lot of talismans, and you just said talismans help increase mana, which is the energy that's used for the magic spells that your character makes.
Correct.
How much fun? I mean, are you the writer on this? Are you the writer on this?
I am the writer, artist, colorist,
artist. Wow,
everything.
Damn!
Yeah.
You're me. Oh shit!
Yeah, you guys get along real well because you both.
God help me, you poor man.
Well, I was originally the first editor, but again,
Okay.
I had somebody else do it, and now I have an editor, so she will review it, the future issues and everything, and make sure it looks all right. And I'm looking to offset, other things, the letterer, so I can just deal with the creative part, just doing the artwork, everything else, and tweaking the storyline as needed. But that's going to happen. It's going to be a couple issues down here when that finally happens. But yeah, doing everything is tough. Yeah,
It can be. No, it is.
We lose our mind.
Very
Yeah,
tough. It's very tough. After a while, it does that. But it does. But the one thing that I enjoy as a writer is that as I go along, as I read the story, that I'm writing or whatever it might be, I get something of a joy when I figure something out.
Mhm.
You know, something that can be integrated into the story. Now, again, going back to what Krista's book says and what she has in it with the different talismans and everything.
Mhm.
Are you excited to play around with that or collaborate with Krista? Because it's like if there's different types of talismans, I'm thinking there might be different types of mana, and it could be different types of energy that could be used. I mean, I don't know. Have you brainstormed on that? Which I can see the smile, even though the screen is like this big, so I can only imagine what you've been talking about. That's a thrill. That
Yeah.
must be a big thrill for you.
Yeah, because in this world, and you know, that's the whole thing. I'm trying to not give too much away because in the second issue we actually delve into and the third, etc., about mana and why talismans are used and why they're actually kind of illegal to use. So with hers, the Fae, I forgot her name, Sophia. Dang it, Krista, don't hit me. Anastasia, and I can't remember the last one. Sorry. They have these necklaces, and I was just looking at it going like, wow, that would be really interesting because that the main villain in this is looking for talismans to gather, and that talisman, the unique signature. So we're just bouncing off there, trying to think how this is all going to work and how it's going to bounce off between the two. But basically, my characters invade her dimension, her world, and vice versa. So we're still working that out. That's going to be a little bit wild because again, right now. I'm finished writing my 6th issue. Just waiting for it to be reviewed.
My God.
I still have to. I'm now just started to do the pencils on the 5th, and laying out the 6th at the same time. So basically, this is the issue 5 to 10 is a one whole story arc. So I'm just trying to figure that out, and then, like I said, when I'm done with that, then we'll talk to Krista about hers, and you know, maybe it'll be by the time she's on issue 6 or so of hers, we'll do the crossover. But that's, yeah, just like I said, just the writing ideas, just bouncing off, and I like tweaking it a little bit more too over time with things, storyline. So like this, like I said, this first one is very rough. It is a first timer writer, illustrator doing a full blown comic. But over time, with all the help I've gotten from other industry artists and writers and things like that, and talking to other editors, has helped. So the community has reached out, and I reached out to the community, excuse me, and they have helped me out with this and tweaking it as I go. And I'm learning and just improving, like any of us. Am I happy with it? No, of course not. But I'm hoping to prove it along the line. And I want people, when you're reading the stories, to see that it's where I started and where I'm at, and then where I'm going, and to follow along with that adventure and that journey in my writing and my art style, etc. So I think probably the only easiest part of this whole thing was the flatting, because that's what I do for a living.
Well, I'm looking at the art here. I'm looking at some of the sequential art, and you really look like you're having a lot of fun. You know, especially there's a certain page where what's her name? The protagonist, what's her name?
Amia.
Amia kicks the skateboard off the cliff,
and
then it looks like she bamfs all the way down to get it.
Yep.
And then she just goes back, and then she just resumes skating. And I think that's just really so much fun because you could see the expression of joy on her face. It's almost like she's discovering her powers at this point, or if she's just like really realizing what she can do.
Yep, and there's a reason for that, but I can't mention it. So
no, you don't have to mention it. No,
I'm right. You're very much right, Rich. It's the whole part of the story, the prelude, the first I think it's 9 pages, was just meant to show I could do the sequential work.
Yes, you can. I think you definitely can.
And there's parts that I still need, that I'm hoping I'll do a director's cut and tweak it, because I never got the vision out of my head just right. So I'm hoping to revisit at least a few of those panels and redo it. And, you know, we're artists. We always see something we have to create. We our worst critique. So
yes, we are definitely. And sometimes it's a pain in the ass to do it, because it's like we want it to be the best foot forward, you know, get it right the first time, all that crap, all that stuff. And sometimes it just doesn't get to that point, not in our vision anyway. But, you know, we learn by doing regardless. But it looks really good. It looks really good. Pops, you want me to go over the rewards, or what do you want to do? What do you want me to do?
Yeah, we can do that. I'm
right.
just like I'm kind of muting out some background noise. Kids are a little wild upstairs right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
That's fine.
How's it going, Chris?
I will definitely scroll through them slowly, and you can do your thing, bro.
Okay. Well, the first one is the page without the pledge without the reward. You know, that's common.
Yeah.
Pledge to the 6 is on deck. It's the digital download. And Wayfarer issue on digital copy delivered as a PDF. The reward tier does not include unlocked free bonus items. Okay, yeah, that's standard, which is good, which is really good. Pledge 8 or more. Pledge without the reward. That's normal. It's a Wayfarer early backers. An early copy of Wayfarer's first issue. Well, now it's not early anymore, I don't think, is it?
No, that one will come out in December. So.
Oh, okay.
That's basically without the thank you page on there because the book is already done. So,
okay. And let's go back on board. Wayfarer cover A. I'm only saying Mayfair because my eyesight's absolutely atrocious. Then I have my glasses on my head, which is even funnier. I think I only had one beer. This is what happens.
And the purple eyeliner might help. So
I definitely. Well, I want the guy liner. Definitely, I want the guy liner so I could look like, you know, from Team Edward or something. Yeah, gotta have it.
So you're so
God, I sparkle. Look at me, I'm sparkling. This is when we need Blade more than ever. Yeah, some motherfuckers prefer to sparkle in the sunlight. I don't. We exploding shit. No, Edward. But of course, she's the best vampire ever. So let's see. I know,
that's
right?
The A cover.
Bell.
Okay, so the next
on board.
The fair border.
Yes.
That's this one.
Ooh, metallic foil cover. Nicely done.
And
that one, I drew the cover on that one, right? And as well as the other one, but that one I did, but the colors were done by Shelby Robertson.
Okay.
And Krista's the one printing those?
Her company, yeah. Mm-hmm. Here in Village Designs.
Okay. There you go. The next one is the Way Skater. Oh, that says early backer.
Well, I like this one. The really sick, the fairly sick move.
There you go. The fairly sick move.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's got the artist Strathmore blank. So
there you go. There you go, Rich.
Let me see.
I keep saying Rick. I'm lost.
It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. Everybody says Rick once in a while.
So you have Way Gnarly.
Gnarly, man.
Way Gnarly has the B cover metallic foil. The foil variant cover by Shelby Robertson. We love Shelby. He fucking rocks. Physical copy signed, digital copy, and your name on issue 1's thank you page. And then the Way Stoked. Now this is what's with the black and white cover? Tell me about
what is the black? That looks really cool.
Yeah, let me grab it here. That was this one.
Oh, now see that looks
wow, that's pretty.
Yeah. They did a great job. Stephen at Hero Village Designs picking out that one for me. So that's the physical copy, how it's going to look and come. It's got a nice weight to it.
Stickers.
And stickers, yeah. So it's all the nice little chibis.
Oh, you got chibi. I like chibis.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, here's.
I like
And then the add-on is that the cover or it's a 5x7 of that, either blue or red, whichever one they want. And then if we reach the stretch goal, it's at 1K we'll be unlocking. Everybody except for the digital downloader gets the art print of Shelby Robertson's cover, as well as my Halloween special one of Anya for free.
That's good. It's nice. I like that.
Yeah, and I've learned a lot, like I said. So, when I'm already starting to think about the next Kickstarter here, so Pops has given some great advice as well as others on what to do. So I'm taking those all in the heart and planning it all out. Just gearing up.
Done, y'all.
Yeah, gearing up my artist right now
Lives
for
right down the road. This is another cool thing about it. His printer lives right down the road. He gets to just drive over there, look at it, say, yeah, that's good, or no, we need to fix this. And they just, you see what I'm saying? It's not like the printer's in the next state or whatever. He can go inspect it, say, yeah, that's perfect, print them up. They're already done, but the book's done already.
Yeah. And actually, Pops, more than likely what's going to happen is they'll print it and I'll probably just run it myself through the machines.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. It's like he's got the printers right there. They're friends. Yep. It's like that's kind of an awesome setup for a creator to have a printer that's friend.
Oh yeah,
that's very convenient. Also, damn,
it is.
Holy shit!
Especially now since they opened up the new freeway, the 303. So I can connect from the east
around the city now.
Yep, I can connect
all the way. Yeah.
Yeah, from the East Valley to Glendale is really so much nicer than the other way around through the death trap in the Hell Mound.
Yeah, death trap, man.
I try to tell people up here, it's like everybody complains about driving 25 minutes to go somewhere, right? And I'm like, man, in Phoenix, it's 45 minutes to get across town.
Mm-hmm.
In town, in the same city.
Yep.
You guys are complaining about driving to the next town over 25 minutes. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, and you know what's worse? You guys drive on the wrong side of the road, man. I'm telling you.
We do. You
guys drive on the wrong side of the road. I don't know what the hell you Americans are doing. You're all messing everything up. Fuck. With all your driving on the wrong side of the road stuff.
Hey, everything had to be different than everybody else.
Well,
everything. When they created this country, it was like, look, give them guns.
Don't worry, Rich. We'll schedule it the right way for you next time.
You'll schedule it. Well, good. Thank you. That is so gracious for you. Yeah. Thank you.
Sorry,
I need to get next time you're on. I have to put on guy liner. I must because it just isn't the same anymore now. Yeah. Because now I feel like I should have it because you have inspired me, sir. Thank you, Dutch.
Thank you. I'm just trying to help with the haze, help cut down the haze a lot. So
there's a lot of haze going on in my head right now. I'm recovering from 48 hours of being awake straight.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah, that's always pleasant. Yeah, look at this one.
Put me on the spot.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. I want to hear the pitch.
Yes, hear the pitch. Let's hear it.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh, I see that.
The real pitch, man. I want to hear you sell me your book.
Okay.
In 3 minutes or less.
Well, that's gonna be tough now. I was not prepared for that. Sorry, my ADHD brain just went away. So let's see. I need to come back. Okay, so the Wayfarer basically is squirrel. So the pitch of the Wayfarer is the Silver Surfer meets the Dark Tower, manga anime inspired by shows like Radiant, Bleach, and Dragon Ball Z, where the main character, she's looking for somebody, and along the way, as a solo wayfarer, solo traveler, keeps meeting people who were trying to help her, but also trying to avoid people that are trying to stop her, and uncertain if they're there. Oh, see, I just messed it all up because I'm giving away some stuff. So yeah, I screwed that one up, Pops. Thanks.
You didn't screw anything up. You didn't really give her. You didn't really give away the whole story.
But basically, are they following her or are they after somebody else? And so that's this magical world of magic and cyberpunk mixed together. So that's basically it, and I sucked at it. So thank you again.
Okay, hold up. I want to say when you say cross between the Dark Tower, you talk about Stephen King's Dark Tower?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, there were 7 books in that, right?
I think so, yeah.
Don't book 7 me, Bo.
No,
Not book 7 me, bro.
no. It's not going to be just like that. So, but it's kind of the same
No, you
pitch
know what I
nonetheless.
mean?
But
It's
yes,
like
I do.
He did a great job on 6 books, man. And then you can tell he just rushed through that last one to get it out there. And it was like, I just want to box his ears over that, man. Because
Yeah.
I was well invested in that story. And then he just kind of like pissed all over it, you know?
No, this one is more. It's more inspired by like I said, the Bleach, Radiant, those type of manga animes, where the power levels, the power sets are limited, and there's reasons why certain people can do certain things, and they can't go beyond that reach or limit unless they're using things like talismans. So, but yeah, unlike book 7, it's not going to happen. I'm not going to goat this thing, Game of Thrones, and make a bad 5th season. It's I already have like the ending already written out, how the entire thing is going. It's the only part that's a filler is probably issues 15 to 20, and that's probably where like I said, we'll talk. So, but no, I'm not gonna screw that up. It's actually going to be quite good, and it's going to be a good ending to it, and a good wrap up to the entire journey of the Wayfarer. And then probably while this is still going on, introduce my prequel to this called Demon Hunter Jose, and that's actually going to be a fun one. Same.
Demon Hunter Jose, holy shit, I like that.
We have to get you out here to talk about that too. We do have our next guest in the backstage. I like to introduce my guests to each other, one going out, one coming in. So Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi. It's nice to meet you guys.
Yes, nice to meet you too.
Now, Carl, it's always great talking to you. I'm sure I'm going to be talking to you again real soon.
Oh, yeah. We'll do this again, Pops.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk again before it's over, bro.
All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks very much, Rich.
The Dutch, I want to ask you one thing. If you and I ever actually meet, and I don't see you, and you're in the same room with me, I need you to say, because some damn fool accused you of being the best.
Some damn fool accused you of being the best. All right.
Yes, and I'm like, Dylan, you son of bitch. And they do like this, stuff like that,
Will do. I'm hoping to travel across the pond here soon, so we'll see.
That would be great. That would be fantastic. It would be really nice if like a whole bunch of you guys came over here. I'd be able to show you around, and it's like the con life here is rather vast. At some point, I'll talk about it more, but it's plentiful. Don't worry. Especially, and it's a boon for independent books. Trust.
Sweet.
So yes, absolutely.
All right.
Definitely.
Dutch.
Thanks again, Pops.
Next time.
Take care, guys.
Peace out.
See you soon.
Peace out.
Now, Miss Lisa.
Hi.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you guys?
We're doing good. We're doing good.
It's the Monday before CromCon. It's like I gotta go fired up all week long now.
It's like Christmas or something, It's like we leave.
He knows the last week of every month, Pop just like turns it all on. I gotta come with the fire. So the Monday previous to CromCon, which starts off the week, has to be big.
Of course.
So I brought Dutch back out because I love what Dutch is doing.
Yeah, so do I.
I saw you on Barry Show, and I'm like, hey, yo, V, how come I ain't heard about this? What's up?
Varian likes to hide me and Jeremy from the world. He wants to keep us for himself.
Right. But you guys have done like $9,000 without even really being out on the show circuit.
Yeah.
Well, there's a huge reason as to why. First off, it's the damn art, which is just spectacular.
Thank you so much.
Who is the artist here? Is it
husband.
you? Your husband?
Look, hold up.
Your husband is...
That thing just jumped. There was only 9,050 or something a minute ago.
Honestly, it's been the support of the indie community that has bumped us. Like we got to about 5,000 with our history of people that have backed before and that we previously connected with, and we were like, sweet, this is going great. And then it just stalled, and I realized that then was the time that I had to just I had to get out of my comfort zone, and I had to make connections, and I had to reach out to the community, because I'm always worried that we're going to try to connect with the indie community and we're going to just fuck it up somehow. And we're going to get tossed to the curb and people are going to hate us. And it's that imposter syndrome and all of the mental health that goes along with being a creator. But honestly, the indie community has been nothing if not open arms, amazingly welcoming. I swear some of these people would have invited me in for cocoa if I met them face to face. Like,
yeah, it's look.
I'll make you a pizza.
Oh, thanks.
I'll make you and your husband both pizza. As long as there's no pineapples or ham, we're good.
I can't promise that with Jeremy.
Oh, then really? Oh, then your man's gonna be going out to McDonald's. Sorry about that, honey.
He doesn't mind. He likes cheeseburgers.
So
I want the pizza. I do.
Good. Okay, that's fine. One is better than nothing. Okay.
I seen you earlier on Sugar Chris and Sim Show. Okay? And when I set this show up on StreamYard at like 2:30 or 3 o'clock, whatever time I finally got around to setting it up, you were at 196 backers and just over 9K.
Yeah.
Between then and now, you've got 8 more backers, and you know, it's like now you're real close, man. $500 to goal, y'all. $500 to goal.
That's criminal.
Awesome.
That is so criminal.
Backers. 204 people cannot be wrong. Let's take a look at this baby. Let's do the
Please show the video. It looks, this is so freaking good.
The video is weird. It's weird, but that's because we're weird. We love 90s alternative comics, and we love 90s alternative cartoons. Like, you know how Rocco's Modern Life wasn't for everybody? It was for us. Like, that strangeness.
Oh my God.
That's who we are as creators. We love creepy and cute.
I'm inviting you over for Christmas dinner. Oh my God, she blinked. Again, she blinked. You are completely wrong. This is wow and a half. Holy shit. I am really fucking impressed.
Thank you.
God bloody hell. I can't even. And this is issue 2.
Yeah. We are hoping to have 12 issues in total. It used to be 8, and then, like writers and creators do, there was more story. It had to keep coming. So now we're looking at 12 issues, and we're hoping to wrap it up in 3 trades.
That's fantastic.
I just love this.
I love it too. I love this too. This is just the colors here and the sequential storytelling here. You do not need a letterer for this book. That is how good this is. Are you the writer of this book?
I am a writer on the book. So Jeremy and I, we write the book together. Honestly, what I like to say is he is 90%. I come up with a lot of fun ideas, throw them at him and say, make it work.
Rich, you know how that is.
But it's because really this book is Jeremy's baby. He's been conceptualizing this since the early 2000s, and he used to do one-shots with another writer and creator, and it had a totally different feel and vibe, and he's just always kept it with him. And we got to this point where he was like, I want to tell this story. I want to finish what this story is. And it's become something completely different from what it was originally. And so, yeah, I give him the reins completely on it, and I'm just there to incorporate some fun shit. Like, ooh, what if we did this instead? And he's like, oh yeah, I can make that work. That's a good idea. That's about my input.
whatever. Well, your input is inspired just as much as his writing and storytelling is, because this is the gestures here, and what's great about this, in my opinion, if you don't mind me saying so, I'm only a huge fan of altered size panels if they make sense, because there are a ton of people who I've seen where I really don't want to be unkind, but yeah, they don't do it the right way. This is done the right way. Yeah, every single panel here works. Everything. I mean, from the speed, from the approaching action to the speed, to the rising action, to the confinement, and to the denouement, all the way at the end. I'm looking at the page. I'm looking at the page with all the extra this one. I'm looking at this one right here, and you have the 5 stages of storytelling in one page.
Jeremy,
insane. This is insane. Where is Mr. Jeremy? Where is this guy?
He's not feeling well today.
Oh, poor baby.
Yeah, he wasn't able to be with us on the earlier show either.
I roll.
Tell him we want him to get better, because we want
him get better. No, I was going to say something really derogatory.
Go ahead.
You get better, you pussy.
Oh,
Jesus.
He'll get better.
Jeremy, if you can hear this, you are spectacular.
Yeah.
You are really, really, really good. You are, and without me sounding like I'm arrogant, you are a better storyteller than I am. And I know my shit. You are really, really good. Just get better so I can meet you, because you're amazing. I mean this.
They've even got the cow in here, man. Come on, this is great.
The cow is like, what the cow? Why?
The characters.
Why?
Cow.
I'm looking at the cast of characters here. Let me look at the cast of characters. We'll scroll down. You don't even have a name for the goth girl protagonist. It's like goth girl protagonist. That's it.
We do. Her name is Colette.
It doesn't say.
I know that. I think that's a purposeful part of Jeremy's storytelling. Is
that supposed to be part of the mystery?
That's great.
Yes.
I like it.
Who is Big D Wild?
Oh, don't even. And then you have Zen, the dedicated bestie. She's
got some feels she's working out for her bestie.
She definitely has feels, because she has an X on her eye, which means that she doesn't want to reveal her emotions.
That's right.
And you got the Raver boy. He looks like Edward and Jacob if they ran into each other 100 miles an hour. I love the character designs here, and I had Susan, and then the cow.
Yeah, the cow actually plays a really important part, and we're going to have the cow in pretty much every issue from here on to the end.
You have to have the cow. The cow to me reminds me of Lockjaw in the Inhumans comic. It's just there. It's just there. It just hangs out, and it's like, yeah, all right, I'll help you, but I ain't gonna say a word about it. I love this campaign here. You're putting it. You're throwing the bare bones onto it, and it's like, okay, this is what it is, and you're not throwing all sorts of exposition with it or something. And you've done this over here too. This is. I almost wish you went for less a little bit, only because it's like you have 43 hours. I hope you. I think you're. I'm gonna say you're gonna make it.
We're gonna push the hell out of it.
I hope so. I
hope so too. We looking back on it.
When does this campaign end? When does it end?
Well, less than 2 days. It's supposed to be the
20th or something.
Does it end Wednesday night? If it's 43 hours from now. Now, what time zone are you in, honey? What time is it over there?
Eastern Standard Time.
You're Eastern Standard. You're 5 hours behind me, because I live in the United Kingdom. All right, so it's 9:48. That means it's 4:48 where you are, which means this campaign will end Wednesday early, like around 2-ish, I think.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. It would be my honor to share this campain on my Facebook page and just ask, hey, help this person, help these guys out. They're really awesome.
I got an idea, Rick.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Are you guys doing a countdown party?
No, we hadn't thought about that.
Guess what?
We should definitely do a countdown party on Wednesday. I'll be there if you need.
That's what
I'll
I
be
was
there
just
if you
gonna say.
need.
You guys want to do a countdown? We'll do a countdown. Come out the last hour before it's over.
I'd
Oh,
love
that
to.
would be amazing.
You know,
I'd love to.
all right.
I'm going to take the. I
Get the
will
exact
after
time point.
after everything's here. Forgive me, pops. I will take this campaign and I'll make sure that I share it over the next 2 days.
Thank you so much.
I would
That
love for
really-
you to get this campaign because Jeremy is just way too damn talented.
Yeah, this is good stuff.
It's great stuff. It's more than good. It's great. I'm fanboying all over the floor, and you know what? Pops knows what I mean about that. So it's like I just fanboyed all over the place. This is fantastic work, and
Thank
I
you.
can only imagine how good the story is going to be.
See,
And I hope you make it past 120 issues, much less 12.
Oh, thanks.
You're well. No, look, it's the truth. Look, I've been at this. How can I say it without sounding pompous? I started at Marvel in like the mid '90s, and I worked for them for 10 years, then DC for 2. And I've been doing the indie stuff for eight years, and I publish my own stuff now. And it's rare that I come across a campaign that blows my mind, and this does. This does, without hesitation or question. Truly,
That
see,
right to my heart. Thank you.
you deserve it. You worked hard. Both you worked hard at it. I wouldn't say it if I didn't mean it.
I just wish
True.
I'd have known about this like way back during the first
Yeah,
one.
this would have been finished already.
No, look, Lisa, this is all I've done for 2 years is promote people's projects. It's all I do.
Is this
I
the
sit
first time
there
on the
in the
show?
morning, and this is all I do is share people's stuff, promote. That's why I built this big Facebook group. That's why I'm trying to build a YouTube channel. You know, I mean, so that I can get as many eyes on what you guys do as possible. With that being said, Varian, you're supposed to like put people like this where I can see them, bro. You know this.
Yeah, thanks for nothing, Varian.
Well, to be fair, Varian has been trying to get Jeremy and I on his show for a hot minute. And Jeremy and I both have really bad anxiety. And so for him, public speaking, he's often like, oh man, I'm gonna sound like an idiot. I'm not gonna know what to say. I don't know that I can do this. And it eats him up. And so we've been trying to work on that so that he
did really good on Varian's show.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
I really agree.
You see my little avatar right there?
Yeah.
Okay, he can draw an avatar of himself.
That's true.
And put that up there and not have to worry about people looking at him while he's talking or whatever. They just see, a little avatar of him.
Yeah.
And that might help him be able to talk more. I know a lot of people that are real shy on the camera, but they're great behind an avatar.
Oh yeah, definitely. I always tell him that he should just like, instead of showing a picture of himself, it should be his screen and he should be drawing.
Well, yeah, that too. I mean, he's, obviously the talent is beyond. People love watching other people draw. Rich draws on streams all the time.
I do.
But
I'm an attention whore, so I'm a whore. I'm a man attention man whore. That's what I am.
It's important to know thyself.
I do know thyself, and I to know thyself is to love thyself privately, but
and at great length.
And well, I'm not going to brag, but
With the camera off.
You have 208 backers right now. How was your first campaign?
208?
How did you do on that one? Yeah.
We did great.
How many backers did you have on that one?
Just over 200, I believe. Yeah, I think we had like 213. The truth is, for our campaign with ISG number 1, we ran into a couple issues with fulfillment. It didn't get done right away. We overestimated how quick we would be done. And so, we overpromised and underdelivered, which is exactly the opposite of what you want to do. And I knew that was going to bite us in the butt here. So we've asked, we explicitly said it's going to take us a few more months than we did last time, because now we know there's a paper shortage and there's issues with printing houses and people are spouting some stuff about an ink shortage. And I'm like, what does this all mean?
I can tell you right here and now, I'm having trouble with fulfillment from my campaign for my second chapter. It worked, but postage in the United Kingdom has gone up over 150%. What used to cost £12 is now 26, 28.
It's insane.
It is insane. It's absolutely incredible across the board. And it's like, okay, I have to re-strategize, and I have to be as compact as possible. It's at a point now where I may have to print books in the United States for the second chapter, even though I have books printed here. Before it was cheaper to send it, print it here and send it. Now I'm not so sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's horrifying. It really is. But
so we didn't want to run into any of that again. We wanted to make sure we put in a buffer for time for ourselves, and wanted to reassure the previous backers when they were coming onto this one that wasn't something they were going to run into again. Because I know that can be something that really turns you off from supporting indie creators, to think that maybe you're not going to get the thing you supported. But everybody did get everything at the end of the day, and we made sure that we put a buffer of time between then and now to get as much of this story done as possible. It's not finished, but that's because we have tiers where you can get drawn in. So we still have we still have some panels that need to be worked and finished up, because we want to include people for supporting us.
It's truly, again, I mean, I'm not surprised that you've gotten this far without any issue whatsoever. This is something that could be just more than just a comic book or a graphic novel. It could be thrown into like a young adult section of any type of printed book or something. It really can. I mean, the possibilities are endless. This is easily like a revival of Ed, and Eddie, if you really think about it.
Yeah.
If you decide to serialize it or have Netflix rip you off and everything, you can put it into a cartoon.
We have dreams, of being ripped off. Yeah.
I've already been ripped off a couple of times, but not to be the victim, which I usually am. But the point being is that it's like you have something here that's really truly special. And when was the first campaign? When was the first one?
A year and a half, 2 years ago.
Do you plan on putting these out annually, or going to increase the speed of it?
So we're actually going to focus on increasing the speed. There was a time period before this when I was working 80-hour weeks. We also have 2 kids.
Jesus Christ.
We were trying to create, so how much time that is as well. There was very little sleep. There was a lot of mental health issues going on. So we have tried to flip the script on that, and I've completely walked away from any outside work. This is it now. We are both nose to the grindstone. It's do or die time. And so we're going to be putting out a book every 3 to 4 months is what we're looking at.
Fantastic.
Yeah, we're hoping to have the next campaign for this one. We were originally thinking January, and I thought, man, that's just too fast. So I'm thinking late February, early March is when we're going to launch the campaign for issue 3.
Okay. How many pages is this book?
This is 36 pages, but actually now it's 40 because we hit 200 backers today, and we agreed that when we hit 200 backers, we'd add 4 more pages of content.
Okay. Yeah, and that's going to, you're at, it's 7,039. You are 535 away.
That's crazy.
American.
Yeah.
American. 535 away.
Pops,
I would be more than happy to come on to the show on Wednesday if you're going to do like a closing time.
We have to.
That would be amazing.
Especially if it ain't quite there yet, we have to. If
let me know,
we
please.
Might have to come out for 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and
I'm down.
Okay, you hear what I'm saying? If it's, I hope to God it's already there, and that we're pushing for a stretch goal or something. But countdowns and launch parties are essential.
Yeah.
You want people to know. You want to put out your Rich knows your pre-launch sign-up page. You want to get them emails. You want to get them people signed up, and then you want them to know we're launching it on this day.
Yeah.
And then on that day you go out live and you be all happy, and it's like, hey, we're here, everybody. We're getting ready to launch this thing. We're going to launch it in about 10 minutes. Who's ready to do this? And, it's like you get people watching, and then you drop the hammer. And if you can get a bunch of people to back it right away, that's awesome. If you can get 2 or 3 people covering it at the same time, saying, on different channels, like if you could get Varian to go out at the same time, one of you go on his show, one of you come on my show, cover different audiences, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's a brilliant idea.
So, as many, but definitely I love doing launches and countdowns. That's a big part of any campaign, man.
Yeah, honestly, we didn't utilize this portion of campaigning until about a week and a half ago. We've always just been very skittish about it, very worried about all of the ins and outs of how you would appear and what you say and all those things that trip people up with social anxieties. But in the last week and a half, I've been so emotionally fulfilled at all of the connections that I've been making. I'm kicking myself in the ass for not doing this 10, 15 years ago, for not reaching out and making these connections then. Because, you have to think about how much further you'd be in your career if you did. But I can't really. I can just be happy that we're here now and that I'm getting to connect with awesome folks like you guys.
I would like to send friend requests to both you and Jeremy. Can I have the permission to do so?
Yeah, please.
Right,
I would love that.
I would be honored if you accepted, and so did your husband, because so would your husband, because damn, you guys are good.
Thank you so much.
Oh no, you're welcome. The praise is deserved. The praise is deserved. The both of you worked very, very. You're Lisa Marie, right? Instead of just Lisa. All right, just wanted to be sure.
Technically just Lisa. Facebook wants me to be Lisa Marie, and I can't get them to change their mind.
Bastards.
Yeah.
Okay. Me sent, and I will make sure. Yeah, definitely make sure that. I'm gonna pop something up out there tonight. Warning, and then I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Well, let's hope it works. Let's hope it works. I want it to work.
Honestly, it's been the thing that's been working, is the indie community reaching out and patting us on the back and saying, you guys got this, we're here for you. I don't love to attack family or anything like that, but there's a quote that I saw in a video that went along with it that counting on blood relatives to hold you up and make things work for you when things get hard and support your career choices isn't the smartest thing to do. Nope. You have to find the people that love what you're doing, because they're going to be the ones that support you. And the indie community has proved that to me 100 times over in just the last week.
And they're going to continue proving it, especially if you keep putting out stuff like this. Wow. I am impressed. Pops, what are we doing next? Wow, this is so damn good. I'm too busy jonesing all over the place with this thing. Really. I can't say enough of it.
I was working. I'm sorry. I had to make something real quick so I could.
I can't always fill the uncomfortable silences. I'm not that smart.
Yes, that's why you're here, my friend.
Okay. Yeah. Oh God. I
still can't find it. I'm trying though.
I'm going to ask your husband if he accepts the friendship. Would he ever be interested in doing like a Sunday art jam with me and a bunch of the guys? Like we do all sorts of like art jam stuff and everything, and it's like we go live on my YouTube channel or some shit like that.
I think there's a high possibility. Yeah.
I will ask him if, provided he accepts the friend request.
I'm sure he will.
Fine. I hope he does, because I'm a fan. I'm more than just a social media content. I am a fan of his and yours. Thank you. You are very welcome.
I'm gonna hit you the same way that I hit our last guest. You got 3 minutes. Tell us why we should buy this book.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm So Goth is a story that connects with the question, why do we present ourselves to people the way that we do, and who are we really beneath how we present ourselves? We are looking at each and every one of these characters from all angles. What is their personality? Why do they share their personality the way they do? And who do they hope to become in the world? But we look at it in a weird and wacky kind of way, because we're super inspired by 90s cartoons and alternative comics. So we try to present it the way that we imagine it in our minds, because that's what makes it unique. this is how we think of these things. This is the way that we imagine these scenes to play in our own lives if we were able to control them, adding in that bit of animated glee and oddity. But we wanted to put it all in a book. And I think thus far it's been pretty successful. You follow Colette as she is striving to throw the killer party of her life before her mom forces her to get a job at the local gas station. And she's going to fight tooth and nail to make this party happen. And you see those fighting moments. You see her friends fighting for her. And then a lot of unexpected things happen. And Colette has to learn a lot about herself in a very short period of time. And
I want everybody to know we are going to cover a whole bunch more of this on Wednesday when we do the countdown party. Okay. I mean, I just kind of like went slowly through those. You got sketch commissions, you got art pages. There is all kinds of stuff available here. And come on, man. Sketch commissions, you can be in the book, the original art covers, sponsor layouts, sponsor sketches, retail tier, sponsor, have your name put in the back of the book in like a newspaper-ish type ad way. Looks cool as hell. You guys, this looks amazing. Take a minute, go look at it. I put this up there in the chat. You can go look at this campaign right now. Check it out. This thing looks amazing. We're going to be out here again Wednesday. We're going to count this one down. I'm really excited about it. Looking forward to it for sure.
Me too.
Right. That's awesome. So as like I did before, I'd like to introduce the previous guest to the guest coming in. We have Jon Williams and Ben. I don't know your last name. I'm sorry.
Hi, Ben.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you.
There you go. See that? People know each other. That's what we try to do.
Oh, yeah. Ben's becoming my new friend, obviously. I'm going to see him every week, twice a week.
Awesome. They're here to talk about Space Odysseys. Obviously, you know about Space Odysseys. So
yes, I do. It looks dope.
Yeah, cool. I'm glad that you guys know each other. I love when I don't have to introduce people. They already know each other. That shows me that the community is all bonding, in all the different look. I know Jon from the Madness. Okay.
Hi, Jon. Not to leave you out. My apologies. How are you? Good to meet you. I'm
Hey,
Lisa.
how's it going? No, I know Ben too.
Yeah, really?
No.
Yeah, Lisa, I didn't get to tell you before you cut out of the last one. I love the art in Ansagoth. That's your husband that does that, right?
Yes. Yeah, he does all of it. Colors, inks, everything.
It's got a very cool, quirky style to it. I like it.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I'll make sure he knows.
And I'm like I said, I'm glad for the success you've had today. I'm like I said, I've just watched the counter go ding, 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 ding. From 9 to 95 real quick. Go at that pace, you'll be over 10 grand no time. Everybody go check it out, man. This is a great looking book, and hell, dude.
Thanks so much, Pops, for having me on.
Yeah, you bet. Tell Jeremy.
Lisa, it was an honor to meet you, and I look forward to meeting your husband at some point. Congratulations. I know you're going to get it, and I hope you do one way or the other. Good luck.
Thank you, guys.
You're very welcome.
Bye.
All right. I love talking to Lisa. That's awesome. Barian, don't be hiding people from me no more, Barian. Can't promote them if I don't know what they're doing, brother. You know what's up. So now, all right, let me change up our banners here real quick. Let's see. We have Space Oddities. Oh, geez, I got to go. Dang it. I hate Kickstarter sometimes.
Yeah, it's a love-hate relationship for sure.
No, they just let me know that, I don't put money on the card that I use for the books until, it's time, right? Because eBay likes to steal my money. So I don't put money on the card. Now I just found out that Razor's Fist is trying to get their money, so I got to go put money on my card later and make sure I can pay for that one. That's another awesome book that's out right now. Jeez,
Razor Fists, you said?
Razor Fist, the anthology. Andrew Mangum, Bill Mouse, all kinds of Gabriel Mangum, all kinds of grade A people working on that one.
My ass is sticking to the seat. Okay.
It's really late for Rich. It's 10 o'clock. It's getting late.
I'm sorry, what? What?
I say it's 10 o'clock. It's getting late over there for you.
I actually, for one time, what was it? About 3 months ago, I actually fell asleep.
Yes.
It was so fucking late. I was like, oh man, I gotta go to bed. Yeah, I'll be there, Pops. What the fuck?
At least it wasn't on camera.
It was on camera.
Oh no!
That's awesome. I left a message.
Thank God I didn't snore.
I left a message in the private chat. I was like, just turn off the studio when you wake up there.
Oh my God, help me, Lord.
He was just in the studio. I mean, I turned the live off. It wasn't live.
God.
You know, he was there. I just left.
Yeah, I was.
I didn't want to kick my butt out of the studio, you know.
Anyway.
So what have we here, gentlemen? Go ahead, introduce yourselves. We're not pressed on that half hour. If we go a little over, we can go a little over. I still got a bunch of stuff to talk about afterwards anyway. So
I want to go to sleep.
I'm gonna let you guys go at it.
All right, sounds good. My name is Jon Williams. I'm the co-writer along with Ben and the artist on Space Oddities. It's a comic book that sort of. I mean, I'm sure anybody who's seen us on other shows is probably getting sick of hearing this anyway. But it's our love child of our love for Indiana Jones and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. You know, it's a little bit adventure, it's a little bit wacky space comedy, and beautifully into one sharp package.
Well, see, this is one of the great things about this show. I think this is the first time you've been on.
Oh, good. Yeah. I know the community is really great, but so like I've seen people popping in here and there, and you know Ben's doing shows with Lisa all over the place.
Yeah, I mean it is the marketing tool now.
Yeah.
These cameras and these platforms, these are the marketing tool now. You know. So get out there as much as you can, you know, do as much as you can in as many places as you can, you know.
And I appreciate you having us on and opening my eyes to that as well, because you know, like I said on our Facebook chats, like I'm not very great at self promotion. It's tough to talk to people about how good your thing is. You know, got a little imposter syndrome.
I brag all the time. It's easy.
It's getting easier, but it's taking some time.
Yeah. Well, I seen this before?
You tell me.
This is all like
I'm wondering if I have.
I mean, this is the second one. So we ran a Kickstarter this time last year for issue 1.
Okay, yeah. Were you here for this one, for that first one?
We didn't on the show, but we were a lot of other places. So you might.
Okay, yeah. The chances are, yes, yeah. I've seen this, but yeah, this was funny as hell.
It was during the last campaign that I joined up with the Madness on Facebook. And,
yes.
So you probably saw me spamming there and feeling awful about it, even though I think that's kind of what I was supposed to do, but
twice a day, once in the morning, once at night. I try to tell everybody. Now, if you pop in there at night and yours is still there and nobody's posted, then that's one thing. But usually the feed moves pretty fast. I tell people nobody's going to scroll back 3 days to see what you did. Post it once in the morning, and if the feed is moved, post it again in the evening. If everybody does that, it'll be a smooth roll.
Yeah. Everybody checking in regularly, then we see it all.
And that's what I'm trying to do with everything, with the shows, with the Madness. You know, I don't know if you guys are on Twitter, but everything that I see in the group gets blasted up to my Twitter page, there's another 1,000 people on that platform. I'm trying to get as many eyes on you as possible. And
I appreciate it.
So
yeah, I think I just followed you, Pops, on Twitter yesterday, maybe.
Yeah, Madness Comic. At Madness Comic. That would be me on Twitter, yes. Yeah, I'm getting real close to 1,000 there. So just went past 500 on the YouTube. We're just trying to build a platform that people watch, that people want to come see, because it's always about what you guys are doing. Everybody knows it pops on. We're talking about somebody's book, one way or another. Either we're opening somebody's package, or doing an unboxing, or we're doing something like this, Monday Madness or the con. If Pops is on, we're talking about books.
Nice.
So hopefully that's what the draw is. It's indie comics. This one, I want to play the trailer real quick, but first, Ben, you got to introduce yourself too, man.
Oh yeah, I'm Ben Robinson. I'm a kind of co-creator, co-writer on this thing. I'm the marginally talented one. So I'll let John do all the hard work.
All right.
That's not fair. What the hell is that?
Hey,
why gotta let him do all the damn? He probably did all the hard work already.
It looks like he's gonna take lettering off my plate for number 2 here. So I'm
wow!
Okay with that.
Holy shit! That's wow. You know what that's like? It's like getting the milk when you already have it. Oh my god!
What exactly is the workload split? Which one of you does what?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say we write together. So like for this issue, like we each went we went through and bullet pointed. We got like a bullet point for the entire arc, and we went through and did like a really finer point. Like here's where it's going to start. Here's where it's going to end. Here's some of the beats in the middle, and then we each went off and wrote our own script, and came back and kind of melded them together. And then I hand it to John, and he does lots and lots of drawing. Ideally, this time around, I'm gonna try and handle letters, and I'm kind of taking point on dealing with all of the Kickstarter and logistics stuff that's going to come with fulfilling it. So, which is not a insignificant amount of work, but
you get some of the heavy lifting too. Yeah. You get some of the heavy lifting too. There's no doubt. The fulfillment part is work.
There also is Dan Elvera, our colorist on there. He's around all the threads too. He works with Niobe, and he's doing a couple other books right now. But he's the man.
Yeah, I know.
He did a beautiful job with the colors on this.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play this trailer real quick because background noise. It's a good time to play a trailer, right? All right.
Montana Bones, you scamp. What's wrong? Are you okay?
There's a monster under my bed.
Monster, you say?
Mm-hmm.
Let me take a look.
Mm-hmm.
John, you stupid idiot. It's not a monster. It's the Kickstarter for Space Oddities #2.
Yes! After a technically successful job to recover a stolen artifact, the crew of the Aptosa and their uninvited guest have set a course for Rygar 6. They just have to make one stop on the way. What could possibly go wrong?
Space Oddities, the beautiful, talented, and great-smelling love child of Indiana Jones and Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. It's an adventure comedy story about the crew of the Aptosa, Jorge Nick Sanchez and Dirk. They are in the business of locating and procuring lost or misappropriated antiquities. While on a job, a young woman named Jet Paxton suddenly becomes an unsolicited crew member. Jet's quest to find her mother will point them toward a fabled artifact of immense power and all the danger that comes with it. It's a screwball space adventure with a little heart. Visit spaceodditiescomic.com for more info.
Hold up. Jorge who?
McSanchez.
McSanchez.
He's Scotsican.
Jorge McSanchez. I love it. It's like it's like Reginald Martinez Jackson.
Look,
Yep.
You know, it's like you have a white guy's name, a Hispanic guy's name, and a black guy's
that was
all
hilarious.
in one name.
Jorge.
Jorge what is it again?
Jorge McSanchez.
Jorge McSanchez. Holy shit, that's just too damn funny. Oh my god. All right.
This is good stuff.
This is good stuff. I likes it. My
Mrs.
God.
Good Stuff, I have
Mrs.
a
Good
question
Stuff
for
is
you.
here.
Look,
Okay, what do you
we
got?
have Mrs. Good Stuff in the chat, and I have a question for her. Mrs. Good Stuff, would you like to bring your ladies out Friday night for the CromCon kickoff show and talk about your new show that you guys are getting ready to watch? That'd be cool.
Oh, God.
That'd be cool. I'd like it.
That would be fun. I don't even know who you're talking about, but that'd still be fun.
Oh yes. Oh yeah. Remember last month we had the ladies' night with.
Oh, that was the one where I put my tits on and I did my face up nice and pretty.
Yeah. Yes. This Friday. Yes, this Friday. Same ladies, same bunch. It'd be awesome. Maybe
I looked like the truck that ran over the French whore. That's what I looked like.
It was great.
I was hot. I was hot as fuck. Everyone wanted to screw me and leave the girls behind.
It was like
Sexy
this,
bastard,
John.
that's
Ben.
who I
It
am.
was like this. We had ladies' night for the kickoff show for CromCon last month, and Rich was like, "Send me the link. Send me the link." And I'm like, "Dude, you're gonna have to put the makeup on, dude. You know, it's like you want to come out with the ladies. You're gonna have to play the game." He did. Shadow, everything, lipstick.
Yep.
He come out. It was great.
I had the DSLs. I definitely had the DSLs working that day. Yep, I was ready. I was ready. I was ready to be a video vixen or like one of those basketball wives and shit. You know.
What do you think? 8 p.m., 9 p.m. Eastern? Something like that. We'll talk though. If you're down, we'll definitely talk. One or the other, 8 or 9 o'clock.
Yeah, I do remember Space Oddities from the last time you guys were here. This is funny. A lot of this is really good stuff, man. I'm really happy about this stuff. This is like really fucking silly as fuck. I love it.
That's
for those that were around for the first campaign. We continued and I think we're going to do a third one. We continued the journey of Ben's kindly father character and my annoying little kid character in his Superman PJs.
Love it.
I love John's little promo over here too. His bio. Jon Williams has had a borderline unhealthy relationship with comics for most of his life.
He's yelling about it too. Yeah. Whether it's superheroes, jetpacks, time travel, or pulp adventure stories, you name it. He hopes you dig what you read, and it inspires you to create worlds of your own. Check out more of his art on Instagram at BB McStudley. Oh my God!
It used to be an ironic name. I used to be beefier, but not these days.
Now he's just
now he's like he's the slider instead of an actual burger. Oh Jesus Christ! He went from the Whopper to White Castle in less than a week. Oh my God! This is I love this. This is so funny. Just the layout that you have here, just for like the campaign itself, it just looks so. It's just so. I don't know. It really reminds me of some of those like comedy shows from like the 70s and the 80s. This is so cool. And I'm looking at the sample pages now. Who's the artist here? Who's the artist in this thing?
I am.
John is.
Hey, John. I love it. It's so beautiful. It's so clean. No, give me a fucking break. I'm about as cool as the other side of the fucking pillow. Trust me, I suck. Yeah, you have a nice little sneak peek over here. Yeah, no, your art is really clean. It's super crisp. I dig the way that you just have everything here. It's. I mean, the way you tell a story, it's almost like it's not serious. It's serious, but it doesn't have the serious undertones. You tell a story like
trying to have
Mel
fun.
Brooks might tell a story.
Oh, hey!
Yeah, I'll take that comparison.
You know what I mean? Because it's like you see it, and it's like you don't have monstrously dramatic angles, but then again, neither does Mel Brooks, because it's like, you know, we all know already just by the way the characters look. I mean, come on, Jesus Christ, this guy with his fucking shades and Men in Black stuff and everything. We know this is a spoof of every single thing you can think of, and it just works because it's just you're telling the story, and it's meant to be whimsical. It's meant to be silly. It's meant to be funny, and serious when it has to be serious. But you're not relying on crazy angles or amazing, or not even so much amazing, or like over exaggerated storytelling in order to get your point across. It works. It works beautifully here, man. I mean,
I appreciate that.
I cannot really say more. I mean, I'll think of a few things, you know, as soon as my brain gets out of this buzz that I'm a lightweight. So I already had like one beer because I'm a pussy. So it's just, that's like, oh, the TV bot's definitely great. Yeah. I dig the TV bot.
Yeah.
Wait, that's like, wait, the TV bot. Holy shit. Is that Karen?
From SpongeBob?
Yeah. Holy fuck. Did she leave? She left Plankton. That bitch. How dare she?
I better do my research before I start throwing characters.
Well, no, it's okay. There's no smileys on it. It's okay. There's no smileys or like 4-bit emojis. You're okay with it. It's just, I'm just like, is that Karen? What the fuck is that? I'm like, I don't know. That's a big ass gun he has. I love this gun over here. It's like it looks like an egg with a little fin on it.
That's the Kilco Blastomatic.
You're kidding.
No.
Can you get? Is it $49.95 plus tax and shipping? And if you call within the next hour, do you get one for half off extra?
It's definitely infomercial fodder. Yep.
You have to do a skit. Or you have to do an issue where it's like there's an evil infomercial person or something like that, because that would be fucking insane. Oh, I love this, man.
Call
this
right
is so
now
cool.
and you'll get the interdimensional holster for free.
What? oh man, where is that thing? I gotta. How many days you have left on this campaign?
I believe
I gotta scroll all the way back, because I suck at this.
A little over 2 weeks.
A little over 2 weeks. You already got 50. You have 54 backers already. That's great. That's fantastic. How many backers did you have for the first one?
I think like 109. I want to say.
Are you on pace to eclipse that mark?
Hopefully. It's like our first 12 hours were fantastic. Like we launched, and I mean, like the folks that were waiting for it to come back really, like we got to 25% in like the first 12 hours, and it was like, and then it did the standard, flattens out in the middle. We've got, the people who have who saved the project has slowly been growing. I do the same thing where I'm like, yeah, that's really cool. I'll save it and I'll mess with it later. And then I get that thing from Kickstarter. It's like, it ends in 24 hours. And I'm like, all right, I guess I better do something now.
And for the indecisive, I suppose that's better than pledging.
We just went up
at the end, going, "Oh shit, I got to back out." Oh yeah, it did. Woo!
You're at 1,000. Well,
thanks, Brad.
So being here at the time, British. I am living presently in the United Kingdom, and talking to the betrayers of the Queen. You bastards. Let me see this thing. You're just about at halfway point now.
That's my cameraman and ride to all the local cons right there, Brad. He is a valued member of the Madness.
Backed and shared.
Thank you, Brad.
There's a lot of campaigns that I got to back as soon as I get my commission. As soon as I get my damn commission money back, yes, I'll do it.
There is a lot of things that wouldn't have happened the last couple months if it wasn't for Brad toting me around to some local cons and getting to meet some people. And man, I met a lot of local people that I didn't know, that didn't know nothing about the Madness, that we've, built relationships with now over the last couple months. And that's because of Brad.
It's nice that cons are starting back up again.
Dude, I had a blast. I had a blast and a blast and a blast. 3 times this summer, I got to go to local cons that are, fairly good sized local cons.
Yeah.
And I got to meet a lot of people and have a good time. Yeah, I'm jacked at everything. There's still going to be people that are afraid that don't want to go. There's still going to be people that don't want to set up a table. There's still going to be fans that don't want to expose themselves to the crowd. I get that. That's why CromCon's just going to keep going.
Yeah.
So
CromCon, it serves a different purpose aside from conventions.
Well,
First off, you're on a lot more often than regular conventions are. You've been a staple at this for the last 2 years, Pops. Of course, people are going to gravitate towards this thing.
Yeah,
absolutely.
That's what I mean. I'm gonna keep doing it because, like I said, there's people that still don't want to go set up a table, and they do want to have a place to be seen. So I wish I could. I wish I had the viewership that some of those cons have, people walking through the door. But that'd be nice. We'll get there. Dutch Comic Con got delayed, but at least it'll be there next year. See, and that's there was people that set up tables last year. Or that paid for tables. They never got to set up last year.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Hopefully, at least carries through, and at least they've got a credit or something.
Yeah, we'll see. A lot of people I know, it was like that's what they got, a credit for a con that didn't happen this year either.
Yeah, as long as the con doesn't fold, I know. Was it PAX South? They announced they're not doing anymore, and it's more of a gaming con. But if I don't know if anyone lost out on that. PAX is good enough; they should give you your money back. But that one's just not happening anymore.
Yeah, the cons here in the UK have been pretty steady since they decided to lift the restrictions in July. I went to the one in Nottingham, and I went to the London show, and I'm going to go to the Reading show this weekend. But given what's going on in the European countries, Austria is going to be shut down.
Yeah, I heard
they're going to go into full lockdown again, which is just mind blowing at this point. Most of the UK is vaccinated, and we have spurts here and there, but that there's in an area that's about roughly the size, maybe a little bit. It's roughly the size square mile wise of New York State. No, it's actually bigger than that, but 66 million people live in the United Kingdom, but we've had low contamination rates. Because everyone's so spread out. Everyone really is spread out. The majority of people live in some of the more metropolitan areas. I live outside of Nottingham, but everything is farmland. So it's like outside of the major cities, it's like fucking farmland forever, and it's like flattened hills and shit like that. So it's like we've been okay with it, but I would not be surprised if some cons are going to be postponed or canceled altogether at some point next year.
Yeah,
which will suck, but it is what it is.
I'm just gonna keep trying to do what I do, keep getting eyes on people's stuff. I'll be here even if you can't set up a table next year.
That's true.
We will keep doing what we do, which is try to get eyes on what you guys do. And that means, all of you, man. Like, look, this looks amazing. We want to go over the character cast, the whole cast here.
Sure.
Yeah. So our main 2 characters that have stuck with us since the beginning. I guess a little backstory. We came up with this idea 15 to 20 years ago. It's just been cooking in our brains, and it wasn't until recently where we actually made it happen. But Dirk and Jorge have always been there. Dirk's kind of the overly confident, kind of pompous,
very brash.
Yeah, very brash character. Whereas Jorge's the more timid and the more kind and gentle character. So, but they've been buddies and they're good foils for each other. Jet Paxton is the new character coming into. Well, I guess they're all new, but she's joining the group. She's a young woman going in search for her mother, who was lost years ago while searching for a rare artifact or a possible mythical artifact. She's kind of a space adventurer, like a space Indiana Jones. And that's the basic MacGuffin for the first 6-issue arc. You know, that's if that was our movie or our first season of our TV show, that's that will be the story going through that. Woody is based on a hippie that we met one time when we were camping in Lake Tahoe, and he was running a beer stall at a Renaissance fair. Yeah, and then we had to put him in. Barry is the guy who owns Antico Corp, and thus the Space Oddities company.
Works for him, essentially. They're like contractors for him.
Yeah, they go searching for rare artifacts. I guess I should have put that up top. That's their whole thing. They're procurers of rare antiquities, and then we got the villain. Kind of, I guess what would be the villains of this arc.
Ambassador Paxton is Jet's dad. He's a bit overbearing, and he's not too stoked on her going and searching for her mom, who, you know, as far as he's concerned, died chasing rainbows. And then you've got Flay and Carp, who are bounty hunters, essentially, who were hired by Paxton to return his daughter. And then you got Emperor Beans, who's the guy with the TV robot, who's doing something. He's got his fingers in some pies, and you don't want those fingers in your pies. Anyway, he's up to no good.
Right. I know people like that. Oh.
Oh.
Hey, there's people like that everywhere, man. The world is full of people that are up to no good.
You know, too many beans out there.
To weed them out. You know, it's fun. You got to be part of society in whatever way you fit, right? You know, there's heroes. There's heroes out there. That's what they do, is they expose the evil. They bring it to light. So everybody evil. So, you got your two mainstays. You got Dirk and Jorge, and you covered Jed a little bit in the beginning. But what about the rest of these people?
Well, at least with Woody and Barry, they're kind of our background characters. You know, Woody will pop in here and there for some comic relief. Same thing with Barry, even though he's technically their boss. But I don't know. I think we're gonna have some good quirky gags with them. And you know, Ambassador Paxton's just trying to get his daughter back. You know, working with some pretty despicable people in Flay and Carp, and Emperor Beans, for now at least, he's gonna be more of a background player. I think the second arc will be where his plans really come to fruition.
Yeah, he's kind of pulling some strings in the background right now, and Woody's, like, we got some plot ideas for Woody to expand eventually as well.
Nice.
He's got a pretty cool backstory.
Yeah, but in the first issue, for those who weren't around for it, without giving out any spoilers. You know, Dirk and Jorge go on a mission to the planet Todd, where Paxton is the ambassador. So he and his daughter are living there. Jet is living there, and through some hijinks, they end up teaming up. And you know, let's say Jet becomes a member of the Aftosa, you know, the Space Oddities crew.
Yeah, and we are offering the first one with this one as well. So if you didn't catch the first one, we've got a catch up tier where you can get a copy of number 1 and number 2, and then we've also got which is one of my favorite ones that I think is pretty cool. The sketch cover tier is a sketch cover of number 1. So if you didn't read the first one, you could get a sketch cover with the first book and a copy of the second book as well. So that one's also kind of a catch up tier.
All right, cool.
It pulls double duty if you need to catch up and you want a sketch cover.
Yeah, cool opportunity.
Ooh, that looks yummy. That looks really yummy. I like that. I dig it.
Some good stuff. Good stuff in the chat. Bow. We got Simon. Simon has this new trailer up for Tales from the Natverse. Yeah, we're starting to pull some people in now, Everybody's watching. Go check out this one, you guys. Space Oddities. Let's go over the reward tiers a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
We got pledge $10 or more for the print copy. Now, is that just the A cover or either one?
You get to pick. It's either or. And basically, when we send out our backer surveys, you can tell us if you want the standard cover or the variant cover by the talented Chris Alvarez.
All right.
He's a local guy here in Sacramento that we've known for years, and he did a bang up job on that thing.
Yeah, he's my old comics buddy. And I love it. I need to get that art on my wall.
Cool. Got the digital PDF. Let's see. We got the catch-up bundle. For those of you who did not get number 1, $15. Number 1 and number 2. Got to have a catch-up bundle. Got to.
Yeah. We're not gonna try to make everybody seek it out. Or I mean, I guess what a pain in the ass it would be to say, well, you can buy this one place and then buy this another place. Like, no, of course not.
Now, I like how there's 3 trading cards there that aren't in the book.
Yeah, well, like I said, I put that little design not final thing on there because that was all art from the first book. I think we're going to do some new art specifically for the trading cards.
Right.
And I'm not sure if we're going to go with that Marvel Series 2 look or something else. But there's going to be at least a minimum of 9 cards, maybe more depending on what we can put together. But we're going to try and put a cool little pack of trading cards together with stats on the back and the whole 9.
And you got metal bookmarks. Everybody likes the metal bookmarks. I got quite a few of them.
Yeah, that's something that's interesting to me. Ben found that, and at first, like I was like, do people use metal bookmarks? And through this campaign, I've heard from several people are like, I just want that bookmark. It's like, oh shit!
Yeah.
I use it for an exotic weapon.
I don't use the metal bookmarks, but I have a nice little collection of them.
I saw it just like, I want a Space Oddities metal bookmark, so we should offer that as a reward. Because then I'll get one.
Now, if you don't mind telling us who made those for you so we can give them a little shout out.
They're coming from, I think I'm planning on getting them from, I think it's mymetalbookmark.com. I think is what, or mymetalbusinesscard.com. They do metal business cards, and they also do the bookmarks, and they're reasonable. They're fairly reasonably priced, and it includes like etching in one color, and you can cut whatever design into them you want. So like that's the design I came up with off the top of my head. If we can make a cooler looking one, we will. But I kind of like that one as it is. So I don't know. We'll see.
Uh-oh, Pops, I think we lost your audio.
What?
No, you didn't lose it. I turned it off because all this.
Oh.
Yeah,
Pops,
animation does take time, and Sim's got books to work on too, but he's trying to make that trailer just like sweet. That's why he shared it in the chat. He's like looking for people's input, and asking, what everybody thinks of his animation work.
I'll go check it out for sure. I was actually just farting around in Procreate last night and using their little animation assist. Make sure and check that out once we're done. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that was my background. I went to school for animation there, so I think that might also have something to do with why it looks the way it does. Without dramatic angles or anything, just kind of flat cartoony storytelling. That's my bread and butter there. I never got into like super weird angles or like heavy shadow of like noir comics or the old EC books. As much as I love them, like it never fit in with what I was doing when I would draw.
All right, Rich, you got anything? Anything else you want to ask before? I mean, I still want to go through the rest of these rewards, but if you have
I'm actually exhausted. I think I'm gonna have to go to sleep because
I think I heard him snoring a second ago.
Well, not so much snoring. It's like late, and I got up at like 3:00 this morning, and sometimes it's like whenever I have to remind myself that whenever I have a show on Monday, I gotta take at least a little bit of nap so I could be a little bit more awake. It's nothing personal. I hope you don't take it that way.
Of course not. No.
Good, because I'm hoping that your campaign will go through, because within another week, I'm definitely going to back it. So,
Cool, thank you.
yeah,
we got it.
Pops, if it's okay, I'm going to get going because I'm
All right,
about to
man.
collapse.
All right, man. Go.
All right, guys.
Get some rest.
Good luck. Take care, and I'll see you
night,
guys
Rich.
soon.
Rich.
Good seeing you.
Take care.
So we got let's see, we got a sketch cover.
Yeah, that's
Right here.
that's an example of one of our blanks that I did for our variant cover artist, Chris Alvarez. He chose not to go for just a superhero one. He's like, how about you and Ben actually creating the book? I was like, oh, all right, go for an old Marvel bullpen style.
Yeah.
I was kind of bummed that I had to give that to him.
Yeah, I love that cover. I'm glad you got a picture of it first.
Yeah.
Because that thing's cool.
And we have custom illustrations. What's up with these?
So we're both doing custom illustrations here, but I think with the first campaign, Ben wanted to be more involved. So he's like, hey, let's get me in there too. So you can get custom illustrations from either one of us.
And I'm not an artist, so mine are a bit more amateur. But I wanted to be able to contribute something to the campaign.
I get that. See, I'm not an artist either. Okay, but like I tried my hand at drawing. Once I started like getting involved with all this, it was like I want to find out what these guys go through, And I've drawn some stuff. I mean, some stuff. I drew She, and I drew Elektra.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I mean, I'm not an artist. I get it. It's like you go out there and you take a shot at it and see, I was 54, I think, when I did that. Okay. I didn't like practice all my life and then this is what I can do.
No, we put it in the first one kind of almost as a joke, like, no one's going to do this. And, mine was like half the price of John's, obviously, because,
right.
Talent gap there. But I was surprised. I got 6 people that backed at that level. And it was actually a lot of fun going through and getting to draw, having to draw stuff that, people would say like that. For the one there, they just said cats. So I was like, all right, I guess I'll draw the crew as cats.
Okay. And I like the way you have your choice between Jon Williams, talented artist and guy who knows what he's doing, or Ben Robinson, co-writer and guy who tries to art for you.
Yep. I wanted to make it real clear they know what they're getting if they ask for pictures from me.
It's got to be fun. You guys get it. You got to have fun.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like Ben said earlier, like he just took the reins and created this campaign. And I remember just not even really checking it like in depth until it was like the night before. I was like, all right, here we go, deep dive on it. And I was busting up. Like I was so pleased with what came out of it. Like it is so much fun. It's not just, okay, here's this reward here, you can get this here. It was a good time reading it.
Yeah, I was up at like 2 a.m. trying to come up with something funny to say about like you being in the comic, or come up with something entertaining for each one of the levels. Because it's a comedy book, so it should be reading the Kickstarter page should be kind of fun as well. It's the same approach we took with the video. Like we didn't want to just be us sitting there being like, we made a comic. This is what it's about. We wanted to do something a little bit more entertaining for that as well.
Simon, there's the drawn in tier. You can tell your partner, Sugar Chris, he can be drawn off into this one too. Chris likes to be drawn into books. We have some people that actually he likes to be killed in books.
Oh, nice.
I'll kill him.
He likes.
He's got that request. Off. Yeah, I can figure out a way for him to get killed. There's a gunfight in this.
Oh yeah, see, he loves to be killed off in books. So but that drawn in tier thing. Look, anything that includes the fans.
Yeah, it's
it's a no-brainer. Do you have a retail tier on this?
Oh, we don't. Like I don't know. Like we have it in the local shops here, but like I've never. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even really consider it. Like
yeah,
I've seen
just
them.
put 10 books up there for a discount. If somebody buys 10, they get a break. Call it a retail tier. They don't care about all the bookmarks and
Yeah,
all
the
that.
swags
They
and all
care
that.
about the books,
Straight up
right?
books.
You know, they're not going to want it. They're not going to want 10 sets of the tchotchkes. So don't figure that into the price. Go ahead and get rid of all that. Price it down a little bit. Offer them 10. Boom. You know, I tell everybody that. Look, my goal, my end game for this is you guys on store shelves, so that I don't have to pay $10 shipping for every freaking book I want. Okay, I'm not lying. That's my end goal for you guys. Okay?
I don't blame you at all.
So I promote a couple of distributors. I promote, people, a couple of different shops that I know are indie friendly and want you guys on their shelves. Those guys watch this show. Okay, make that retail tier. Give them an option: 5 books, 10 books, whatever, for a discount.
All right, yeah.
You heard the man, Ben.
I'll do it.
I trust you.
I think the thing that made me question is because like your standard Kickstarter book, like everyone on Kickstarter, and it's a really cool community. They're willing to pay $10 for a book, and but I even at a disc, even at half price, if you were going to sell them for $5 in a retailer pack, like, are they going to be able to sell it from an indie book, an unknown indie book in a store for more than $5?
They get to make that call. Look, there's DC books there, $7.99, $8.99 now. Whenever they come out with something a little special, look, don't even worry about that. If people, they know what their customers buy.
That's true. Yeah, I shouldn't make that decision for them. Give them the option.
Just put it out there and let them make that call. Offer a discount where you're still going to get you something, but it brings it down so that they can tag a little on and make a little something too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a good call.
And Simon, he's in Canada. He's got to pay ridiculous shipping to send his books down.
Oh, yeah.
Here. Okay.
Yeah, I think Ben even put an apology on one of our on one part of it about how costly it is to ship out of the country.
Like $25 to ship anywhere international for a simple one comic package. It sucks.
It's absurd.
It is getting ridiculous. We do have some people that are trying to work on the logistics of that too. RJ Carter at Critical Blast is trying to help with people getting overseas shipping, like where they're sending a whole box of books that are already packaged up in the Geminis and everything, and they just stick them all in a big box and ship them to England, right?
Oh, and then split them up and ship them there individually. Yeah,
and then somebody there ships them out individually to the. I know some people that are sending books from over there over here and doing it a lot cheaper. It's just finding the people that are trying to figure out the problem and solve it, and those are we like to get involved in that when people are doing that. RJ's killing it. I don't know if you guys know Critical Blast. Oh, look, I get to give him a little plug now. Critical Blast, man. Critical Blast.
I don't, but I will soon.
Why does that sound familiar?
Because he's got a pretty solid channel. Over 1,000 people watch, or over 1,000 people subscribe to it, and he's out here doing what I do all the time, promoting people's comics.
Nice.
That's what he does. You can get on his show. I'm sure you hit him up. He's in the madness. RJ Carter, real easy to find.
Carter.
Look,
it blows.
Every night in the madness, you guys, if you look, there are 7 or 8 different live streams. Different people. I post all their stuff in the madness so everybody knows these are the people doing this. These people are all approachable. You got 15 days left. Get to work. Get on all these shows.
It's one thing that's boggled my mind getting into the indie comics Kickstarter scene is the number of people like yourself, Pops, that are just like fully down to hype people's projects and get the word out and proselytize the the good message of indie comics. It's phenomenal the amount of time folks are it's very humbling that that so many folks are so helpful and willing to donate so much time to helping other folks out. It's great.
Well, for me, okay, look, I was a fan. I was just a fan with a little Facebook group, and we all come out here all the time. Hey, man, look what I got. Look, everybody, look what I got today. Woohoo, right? And that was the extent of what the group was. COVID changed all that. COVID changed that. It wasn't like I had this grand plan of having this huge platform and doing, all this kind of stuff. I had friends in my group that suddenly didn't have a table to set up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They
I know
their
that.
whole summer was done. And it was like, okay, I got this little platform. And at that time it was low, 400 or 500 people. I didn't have a YouTube channel. I didn't have none of, Twitter, nothing. It was just the madness, 400 or 500 people when we started doing this. Okay. We've grown about 100 members a month. We don't, hey, we're having 1 million giveaways and blah, blah, blah. Join our group because we're giving you guys away. That's our gift to the fans, is what you guys do. All my life, people like you have given me a lifetime of entertainment. A lifetime.
Hell yeah.
I'm just giving a little something back.
It's appreciated, man.
Now, if somebody wants to buy some of my merch,
do it.
Yeah, if somebody wants to give back, yep.
Hey, if you want to get one of these Madness Comic Network hats or one of these cool ass comic related Madness hoodies, maybe a little coffee cup or something, Yeah, I finally, after 2 years, went, okay, I'm going to quit begging people to donate to keep the show going. Maybe I'll sell some merch. Maybe people will buy merch, and that'll help me keep the show going.
Well, and that's something that I love so much about the crowdfunding platforms, is that you're not just setting up a GoFundMe, like telling all my friends on Facebook who really don't read comics, oh, hey, why don't you throw some money my way for this thing I'm doing? Instead, it's like, no, that you're investing in a product and you're getting something for it, and that's what I love, because I want this to get in front of people's eyeballs. If I did have just an endless funding source, like I would print it, and I wouldn't go to Kickstarter. I couldn't just give it away for free, but I would love to. I would love to just send one to everybody's digital inbox, because it's I love hearing from people that they read something and enjoyed it, or that maybe it inspired somebody to create something themselves. Seeing a couple of nobodies putting together an entire comic book, just finding people to work with and putting it out there. Like I love hearing stories like that. Sorry, that was a little all over the place. That's what I do.
Yeah, man, I totally dig it. I'm assuming, Sim, that you were talking about the link to the Madness merch. So I'm gonna drop that link in the chat for you. There you go.
Yeah.
It's Mottos t-shirts at my Shopify, and the password is OHBAIG. Okay. So yeah, you can go get some stuff. Look, when I decided to do that, I threw it out there in the group. I threw a post up in the Madness. I said, I'll cut somebody in 50% if they want to build me a shop, build my store. Because I went to try to do it, and I was like, pulling my hair out because everything I did, they didn't save right or whatever. It looked stupid. And it was like, no, I'm done. So I went to the Madness. I said, hey, somebody do this. Dude already had a store. He's like, I'll just put your merch up in my store. I was like, cool. That works for me, and he gets a percentage, I get a percentage, and the people that make the product get a percentage, and everybody's happy. So, but yeah, I'd rather that people are getting something in return for helping us out than just, I hate begging, man. I hate.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to do it.
So you can get cool ass Madness merch, And there will be more stuff up there too. Tumblers, backpacks, pencil cases, all that stuff, man. We're going to try to make it, whatever people want. We'll try to make sure they can get if they want some Madness merch. And that was my commercial. But yeah, let's see. This could be you. We covered Chris. Okay, we got original art, y'all. Everybody.
If you want the actual pages, those are an option.
Everybody likes original art. You know what's up. Now the early bird print was already gone. The collector early bird, that stuff's no longer available. But look, you guys seen it. It's all there. Gemini's now. I don't know if y'all know, but we got a little something for you Gemini mailer people. Boom! Bolt 10 for a 10% discount on your Gemini mailers.
Oh, hell yeah.
Write that down.
Yeah. Right? Yeah. See, we try to make it help. We try to help you out when you come on the show. We try to make sure you're getting more than just exposure when you come here. We're going to try to help you save some money, whatever it takes, man. That's compliments of those guys over there. Indie Volt, Varian, Krista, Randy, those people over there. They got the hookup with Gemini, and they said, go ahead and tell the world. So we do. We tell everybody.
Well, and all of these, I'm of the mind that all of comics should be shipped in Gemini mailers or something equivalent at the very least, because they are. I can't imagine like shipping our book out to someone and them getting it like folded in half and sopping wet like that. That would just be. I hate that idea. So I want it to arrive in pristine condition. Oh, we can't hear you, Pops.
I said, and Chuck Pinnell is the editor.
Yeah,
it's everything.
It's great. We did it all ourselves the first time around, and I think we thought better of it on the second one. That we better have somebody on the outside keeping us in line, and he came highly recommended from the entirety of the internet.
Really?
So that seemed to be the common occurrence there when we were asking about editors.
He does have a reputation out there as a good editor for sure. There's quite a few of them. Brian K. Morris has a good reputation as an editor. I don't mind proofreading. I don't want to edit because story flow, I'd get carried away. I'd be like, I'd be too detail oriented. I'm a Virgo. You know what I mean? It's like
same here. That makes sense.
You see, and it'd be like I'd be too detail oriented. I'd be like, that everything has to be explainable, guy. I'd be a crappy editor. So, But proofreader, look, mistakes jump off the page at me like they're bold, italicized, in an entirely different font.
Yeah, neon.
The whole word will jump off the page at me if it's spelled wrong or if there's no capitalization there's supposed to be, punctuation. It's horrible, man. It's like a curse. You know what I mean? Everything. It doesn't matter what I'm reading. If there's a mistake, it's like, bam, that's wrong. So proofreading is a great thing. I love proofreading because I see it all. I see every mistake, but I don't want to edit nobody's stuff ever. I'm too meticulous. I'm too picky. Too picky. That's the best word for it. But you didn't explain that. You got to explain that before you go on to that. But no, this is part of the later story. Oh. But still, you got to explain it.
Chuck did call us out on a couple of those where we're just like, we're fine. We know what's going on, and we don't think about the reader that doesn't know what's going on.
Exactly.
You gotta check it.
Now, like I said, I'd be too much though. Somebody be wanting to fire me after the first time I would start talking to them. They'd be like, "Oh no, Pops, you can't do this."
another email from Pops that says one more note, and it's like the 17th.
Look, as a promoter, and just like I would hit people up in the middle of the night. Okay, look, I got a great idea to help you do a cross promotion with this guy or any, it'd be 2 a.m, and I'd be like, Man, maybe I shouldn't be bothering people in the middle of.
Hey, if you're doing something to help them, then if they want to get upset about it, they can go kick rocks.
Well, but you know what I'm saying? It's like there was one friend in particular who got used to, you know, it's like if I got an idea and I'm laying in bed at night and I got an idea, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna hit you because I don't want to forget.
Yeah.
And, you know, in the morning, I don't want to have forgotten whatever it was that you know, was you know, that whatever that idea was. I want to get it down right now. Boom, boom. Hey, think about doing this. You know, Raj got used to it though. The middle of the night messages.
Thankfully, I don't wake Ben up with those either. You know, when I'm just like, oh, we should do this one day in the book. You know, because he goes to bed significantly earlier than I do.
Yeah.
That's why Do Not Disturb was invented, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because people can send stuff to me and call me whatever they want. I'll deal with it in the morning.
See, and I'm like, it's just wide open. I have people like Rich that's over in the UK. I have people that are in Australia. I've been out here at 7 o'clock in the morning. I've been out here at 3 o'clock in the morning doing shows for people because that's prime time where they are. You know,
yeah, totally.
it's like it ain't all just about us here in America. As I've done CromCon Europe twice, where I started at 7 in the morning, so it was all afternoon and evening there, prime time there. You know,
Yeah, because they're what, 5 hours ahead of you there?
Yeah. So you know, I mean, I'm not against any. Whatever's convenient for you guys, for whoever the creator, whatever's convenient for you, whatever time slot you want to be seen in, I got no problem figuring out a way to be there for that, you know. So that was why I moved this show to earlier in the day, because I didn't want to be out here and like at 9 o'clock tonight when there's 8 other shows on, 9, 10, 11 other shows on. It's like, no.
Fighting for watchers.
Yeah, I mean, I started coming out here earlier in the afternoon to make sure that we got some clean air space, you know, and I'll leave this video up now until probably Friday when I start CromCon. So this will be like the featured. Oh, well, I guess Wednesday we'll do the countdown, but you know, that'll only be for that hour. It won't be like you leave it up after it's over. So this will probably be up as the featured video all week.
Oh, nice.
Excellent.
So we get a lot of replay reviews. You guys watching on the replay, this one's got 16 days left. Now, RJ also does the final panel at CromCon, 9 p.m. on Sunday. 9 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. Get a hold of RJ. Tell him you want to be in the final panel at CromCon, and he'll hook you right up. You know.
Great.
All right, John, you're going to do that, huh? John's the resident Facebook guy. I am not on Facebook. I do Twitter. That's it.
Well, RJ's Critical Blast on Twitter.
Oh, I'm going to follow him right now too. Then.
Yeah, Critical Blast on Twitter. RJ Carter in the Madness. So, you know,
perfect,
by all means, man. Yeah, get with him.
Network.
Simon right there in the chat. Simon and his partner Chris do an afternoon show, or you know, like a lunch hour type show. The Morning Roast. Good show. Lisa was on that earlier this morning.
Oh, where were you, Ben? I thought you guys were doing shows together.
She's leaving me out now. Oh, it's such a good relationship.
there are a lot of great networks. Catch the Craze. I'm sure you guys know Sam Vera.
Yeah.
You chimed in when we were on the show.
Yeah. See?
Yeah. He's going to be on our show too. We do a podcast called Geek Exploration, the podcast, and once a month we feature an indie creator of some variety.
There you go.
He's this month's feature, so that'll be dropping tomorrow.
All right. And then there's Will Pace at the Creators Outlet. He's got a show. Let's see, who else do we got? Just off the top of my head, Drew Esch. He's in the Madness. He's got a show. Good Stuff Comics Gator. He was in the chat earlier. He does a show. There's so many. There are so many shows. I try to make sure that I'm sharing them all when they're live. That's what I say. If you go look into Madness during prime time, 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock, it's just everybody's podcasts. You know, I drop them all in there so you guys can find them people. You know,
nice.
So I mean, keep an eye out tonight. Just watching the Madness tonight, you'll see everybody. There's a bunch of them, and it's crazy.
I didn't even think
Monday's
about that.
really
Dropping our Creator Corner episodes in there too, so people can listen to a podcast and meet somebody new.
Yep, that's how we do it. It's all about networking. So, I'm gonna hit you guys with the same thing I did to everybody else. Give me that 2-minute pitch. Why should I buy your book?
You want to take it, Ben? I talked a lot in the beginning.
Sure, why not? So Space Oddity, if you like goofy comedy, sci-fi, and or pulp adventure, Space Oddities is the spot you should go to get those things, because I mean that's what we love, and we've been pouring that into this book. Like, we try and make it a good, fun, goofy, entertaining read. With some heart. Like, it's got some it's got a good adventure story bones, clothed in ridiculous goofiness.
Cool. All right, we'll go with that one.
I approve.
Gentlemen, it was nice meeting both of you, finally actually getting to talk to you straight up instead of through the chat, through the
Absolutely.
I really appreciate this, Pops. Thank you so much for having us on, and for the support in the madness and otherwise. I appreciate that.
You bet, man. This, I'm having fun. As long as it stays fun, we'll keep doing it.
Mm-hmm, yeah, as long as it's not just a job, then no one wants to do it.
No, see, I have not had that yet happen to me where I woke up and I was like, man, I do not want to do this. I have not had that happen to me yet. I've had a couple of bad days over the last couple of years where it's like, man, I might just have to pack it in. But I've never woke up on a day of a show and went, nah, not once. Because I get psyched up to come out and talk to you guys. It's like, as soon as I get to go talk to Ben today, I'm ready to go. Yeah, let's do this. You see what I'm saying? Because usually it's campaigns I've never seen yet. I don't go study you guys. I don't go like get all up in your, this guy does this and this. I'd rather come out here not knowing you and learn about you like in a face-to-face situation.
I dig it.
So it's like, I don't go pry into everybody's Facebook pages and what all they're doing. I want to come out, actually ask a question and get an answer that I didn't already know the answer to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So,
hey, and Pops, I took your advice and went and added that retail tier. So just in case anyone was listening and they've got a burning desire for 10 copies of Space Oddities.
The Collective down in Florida, Danny Morales in the Madness. He works at a shop down in Florida called the Collective. They have a whole wall they call the Indie Initiative.
Nice.
Okay. Drop that link on Danny. Say, hey, yo, Danny, check these out. Check this out. We got a retailer tier. Let's see, Gotham Underground. There's a few. The Hive. There's a few in the there's a few that we make sure people know about, retailers who are indie friendly. Go let them know you got a retail tier on your campaign. Boom, boom, boom. It's all about networking.
And if they want to split like 5 and 5 on issue 1 and issue 2, that's fine too. That, you wouldn't want a shop that just has the first issue, or just has the second issue. Right. That'd be a bummer.
And that would make them happy too, knowing that they can put 1 and 2 on the shelf. That's, just like you said, it's all a symbiotic relationship, y'all. And it doesn't always have to be carnage.
I get it. Yes.
All right. With that, I'm getting out of here. That was a good line. I'm gonna play the rest of my commercials, talk a little bit about what I got coming up this week. It was great meeting you guys, man.
You as well.
Definitely talk to RJ so I can talk to you guys again on Sunday night.
Sounds good. Thanks a lot, Pops. Thanks for having us on.
All right.
Hey, everyone.
Bye.
All right. That was awesome. Great show. All right, so you guys know what's up. We got CromCon coming up this weekend. Talking to Miss Good Stuff about having another ladies' night kickoff show. We got the Black Friday art auction. There's one spot left in that. I think it's 3 p.m. Eastern. If anybody wants to come out for an hour and sell some art, for whatever cause you want, whether it's for your own personal money, if you want to, donate to a charity, if you want to donate to comic books for kids or Luke Stone or whatever, it doesn't matter. Whatever you want to do, I just want to give you guys a platform to go out and sell some art. So, Black Friday art auction starts at noon. CromCon at noon on Saturday, noon on Sunday, all freaking weekend long. You guys know what's up. But some of you may not have seen this, so you got to check this out. Something that's going to be happening. Oh, man, where is it? Jeez, how come I can never find anything in this thing anymore? I could have swore. Ah, there it is. Okay, so check this out, you guys. Saturday night's panel, right here. Oh, is that going to be awesome or what? The Barton brothers, come on. Shant, dude, this is going to be awesome. Hockey, woo! I'm telling you, this is going to be a good show. They're going to, I'm not sure what we're going to be drawing, what we're going to have them drawing yet, but Good Stuff always brings a good show. He's a great host. What's up, Steve? Wow, baby, every day. You know what's up. So we got that. And then, I'm talking to Miss Good Stuff. They're getting ready to start a new show, Uncorked, the ladies. And we're going to have them out Friday, hopefully. And they'll be talking about their new show that they're kicking off. And, yeah, man, it's all fire, baby. You know what's going on. It's CromCon week, everybody. It's Thanksgiving. We're going to have a good time, whether, anybody else wants us to or not. So I got more commercials. What's up?
Sunsworn Wings of Vengeance is funding now on Indiegogo. Don't miss this action-packed space fantasy adventure sure to rekindle your love for the genre. Get it now on Indiegogo or just go to sunsworn.com.
Mottos, 'tis the season to be swaggin'. What's under your tree? Look at all that cool stuff right there. Look at all that cool stuff. Yeah.
Secrets. Trust. Worth. The bond between souls intertwined within otherworldly intrigue. Michaela Jade brings forth the Elite Warrior series, a collection of dark fantasy romance novels set in a twisted world where power lusts in the hearts of men and devotion seduces the souls of women. Warrior's Secret, Warrior's Trust, and Warrior's Worth. Available now at authormichaelajade.com.
So check us out on Wednesday. We're going to be doing this Madness Comic Network countdown. We're going to be out here again with Lisa and maybe Jeremy as well. We're going to be doing the countdown for I'm So Goth #2. You guys saw us talking about it earlier. It looks awesome. You guys got to check it out. All right, we got a couple more commercials and then I'm going to be out of here. Check this one out. You guys are really going to like this one.
Come get some.
Hey, it's Belle from Liberty Entertainment Distribution. We've got quality indie comics in hand ready to ship to you now. Yes, really. And it gets better. At Liberty, publishers set their own wholesale pricing, and we don't take any fees, so don't wait. Call or visit me today at ledg.us or call 1-800-525-2091.
Right. See, that's how this works, y'all. I put up that thing for the banners earlier. You know, the card offering to put banners up. That card right there. And during the show, we got somebody send me a banner. So that one's going up bright and early tomorrow morning, Daphne. Count on it. You know what's up over here. That's how we do it. All right. We got like 1, 2, 3 or something. Watch.
In a world ravaged by monsters, a new evil has risen, poisoning the land and threatening humanity. Now, the Monster Matador, along with the meanest and baddest kaiju killers, have joined forces to kick its ass. Monster Matador, Afropocalypse.
Thanks for showing up for this issue of Monday, or this episode of Monday Madness. And I know it's 4 p.m. that it started, not 8 p.m. and all that stuff. But you know what? I don't care because it's Cat from the Hood. Whoa! Yeah, check it out, Don. You like that? Yeah. Beardzerker, Life on Korra, Comic Chat Authority, Randy's M Soapbox, Indie Bolt, 6'8" from Rainy Road. We got Joe D. McPhee down here. We got everybody covered, right? Amazonia, we got everybody covered. I like that. I like what I did to my cup. I like it. You guys been great. I'm gonna play one more or something, and I'm gonna be out. Peace.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho. Santa Stein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
Hey, yo, Pops here. Are you looking to be on Monday Madness? Is Monday no good? You need a special edition? Are you looking to be on the first timer spotlight on for you new guys? Launch parties, countdowns, CromCon Monthly. We got it all right here at the Madness Comic Network, providing online promotional services for the indie comic community and proud sponsor of
Comic Books for Kids provides comic books to kids in hospitals and cancer centers across the U.S. It's a place where we can all work together to make sure every child has a comic book. 100% of all proceeds go towards the kids. It's about making a difference, and while they're in the hospital, allowing them to fly like a superhero, battle dragons, or rescue teddy bears. We are in every state in the country and now support over 160 hospitals. Every month, we add more.
Visit CB4